I wonder what maximum torque feels like. We all know sim racing can get expensive, but what if there was a piece of gear that only costs $25, will improve your driving, and you'll use it every time you drive? Meet the Mechanix Grip Gloves. One of the cheapest, yet still one of my favorite bits of kit. Firstly, why even use gloves when you sim race? It may seem a bit overkill at first, or silly, but here's a few main reasons why I never drive without them. Reason 1, sweat. If you're anything like me, when you're in the zone, trying to beat that lap time, or get to the front of the pack, I get hot, especially when you've got a stronger torque wheelbase. Before you know it, I'm wishing I hadn't forgotten to turn the fan on, and I'm starting to sweat. One thing we know for sure is that liquid and electronics don't have the best relationship. Gloves can really help extend the life of your sim racing gear by providing a barrier between your skin and the wheel. Sweat can build up over time and turn your sim racing gear into a disgusting mess. Sweat is also very salty, so you may start introducing rust and corrosion anywhere that it seeps into. Then, when things get slimy, you're sacrificing grip. Which brings me on to reason 2, grip. Lack of grip can lead to fatigue in extended sessions of driving due to having to death grip the wheel. It can also lead to lack of precision when the wheel is slipping through your hands and even cause crashes. Just like your favourite set of tyres, you need grip to help you feel connected to the road. When you've cranked up the torque on your wheelbase, you soon start feeling it in your hands. A few laps of fighting your wheel and you'll appreciate anything that allows you to cling on less. I'm sure we've all had it when the wheel slipped through your hands when hit with some unexpected force feedback and smacked you in the thumb. Or even when you're trying to change the car's settings and the wheel's thrashing around and you've hit the wrong button. Even something as simple as losing your ideal hold position on the wheel can be distracting. Immersion. Don't forget, you'll feel like your favourite racing driver wearing gloves. Although it feels like a bit of a silly point, there is just something about wearing gloves that really adds to the immersion and makes you feel like a pro. You drive how you feel, right? That's where the Mechanix Grip Gloves come in. Disclaimer, I'm not sponsored or have any sort of relationship with Mechanix. I just genuinely think these gloves are perfect for sim racing and I want to share the love. However, I have included some Amazon affiliate links below just in case you want to support my channel. Originally, I bought these gloves from a local hardware store to protect my hands during a DIY project, but they never saw any use and they've just been sitting in my shed. One day, I was fighting the power of my Moza R16, wishing I had more grip. I decided I should have a look online for a set of sim racing gloves. I quickly saw that gloves can range from $45 on the cheaper, questionable brands to well over $100 for something reputable like Sparko. Then I remembered I had these gloves in the shed, so why not give them a go until I got some actual racing gloves. Mechanix is a big brand in the glove world. From mechanics to tactical applications, you know these gloves are built well. After just a few laps, I was blown away by these gloves, and my search for sim racing gloves stopped right there. Let's start with the most important part of these gloves, the grip. Anywhere that might remotely come into contact with your wheel is covered in Mechanix's Armortex material, especially in the perlicure area, which is the place between your thumb and index finger. That's going to see the most contact with the wheel. This rubbery circular pattern you can see here is unbelievably grippy. In fact, the first time I used them, they squeaked like a tire as I tried to slide them across my wheel. They're reinforced in all the right places, the fingertips, and also that perlicure area, just to help with wear. They've really helped using stronger force feedback settings feel more manageable over the course of a race, and I don't feel myself losing control of the wheel anymore. They help me to relax my hands so I don't have the death grip on the wheel, which not only helps with the fatigue, but also allows you to feel more feedback through the wheel, which can really help you respond faster to slides. I've been using these gloves for months now, and the Armortex material still looks brand new. The Moza R16 can have a hell of a punch at peak torque, especially when you're flicking from left to right in a chicane. These gloves really helped improve my accuracy and to hit those apexes. It's not just for high torque though. Even if you're using an R3, I think you'll see a benefit from the added grip. Anywhere that's not covered in the Armortex is made from Mechanix's Tech Dry material. This is just like your standard sportswear material. It's like a super breathable mesh, so you don't get too hot and sweaty. But it also helps to wick away any sweat that you do have. This will help keep your sweat away from your nice sim gear. It'll keep your gear looking shiny new, and your friends won't be disgusted when they try out your sim rig. They're also washable. Many actual sim gloves struggle with this, but with these you just chuck them in the wash, they'll come out fresh and be ready for another round of abuse. Do you get sweaty when you're locked in, or is that just me? Let me know. They also seem to work well with touchscreens and trackpads, which is definitely an added bonus when you're trying to flick through settings between sessions, or even just replying to text from your wife from the other room telling you to turn it down. Although I have found the immense grip can make it hard for your finger to slide across the screen. The feel. They really do add to the immersion of sim racing. I don't know what it is, but just wearing these helps me lock in and I feel like a professional racing driver. And that's half the battle, right? I also love how these gloves are short cuff. Many racing gloves are long cuff, which I find unnecessary for sim racing, and a shorter cuff helps reduce that build-up of heat. It may feel silly wearing gloves at first, but we all drive simulators to get the most realistic experience we can. Gloves are an easy win to help you do that. In conclusion, sure, you can drive bare hands, no problem. Sure, you can spend the money on a real pair of sim racing gloves, or for $25, which is a few cups of coffee these days, you can buy the Mechanix Grip Gloves and transform your driving. While they're not specifically designed for sim racing, I think they're perfect for the job. They last for ages, they protect your sim gear from sweat, and the grip level really is impressive. Give them a go.